And now here's Seamus Calder with this week's Price Watch.
Thank you, Stephen. Okay. So how about that, the Game of Thrones premiere, right? That was great. Oh man, when Jon Snow and Mance are talking, and he's like, "The freedom to make my own mistakes was all I ever wanted." It was great. It's great. Bitcoin price though is it's $220 currently, and it is a lot like your favorite character on Game of Thrones. It inevitably will die. No, it's that's wrong. So the Bitcoin price currently is sitting at $220. It's horribly depressing. It's a lot like when Eddard Stark got his head cut off because King Joffrey's a dick. The price is $220. It came down all week. It's been falling all year, so this isn't actually a new thing, really. The point is we might have accidentally just, be watching the early stages of an economy. And, in this game of economies and digital currencies, you win or you lose. There's no middle ground. And so we're probably getting speculators kind of just getting to what the actual value of Bitcoin is, because turns out it wasn't $1,000. Speaking of Game of Thrones, the price of Bitcoin is $220 currently. Okay, when Mance Radar and Jon Snow are talking and he's got to get them to bend the knee for... The transaction volume is sitting like 25% higher than it was a year ago, and that's because we have so many merchants that are taking it. How great was that premiere? Oh my... We have PayPal potentially about to just blow the whole thing up. And they're, that could potentially put it on Amazon, Hulu, everything you possibly buy on the internet could potentially be bought with Bitcoin. The freedom to make my own mistakes was all I ever wanted. Oh, this is great. Is he Scottish? No, it's nothing like Game of Thrones. They have zombies and dragons and medieval conquest. So what you're going to see is you're going to see a ton of merchants who are accepting Bitcoin, but suddenly nobody's holding it, so it's going to flood the market back. So the price is probably going to keep going down, but we're most likely about to get to a point where we might actually see what really the true use value of Bitcoin is, and that's probably what this year might bring to us. But right now, it's $220. We're going to be mopey about it, but what do we say to the god of death? Not today, because Game of Thrones. Great. Anyways, back to you, Stephen.
Thank you, Seamus. The foundation is broke, bankrupt. They have no money. The GOP contender is the first declared candidate in the 2016 race to help fund his White House bid with virtual currencies. The Reserve Bank of Australia said that due to the limitations of virtual currency, the costs of regulating Bitcoin and its crypto cousins would outweigh the benefits.